Unmasking EID, 50 Myths About Emotional Intensity Disorder Debunked. Mia stared at her phone, her thumb hovering over the send button. The text she'd composed to her boyfriend, Jake, was a maelstrom of emotion. Love, fear, anger, and desperation, all tangled together in a few short sentences. "I can't do this anymore. You're everything to me, but I know I'm too much for you. I'll never be enough. Please don't leave me." Her heart raced, her mind a whirlwind of contradictions. Part of her wanted to fling the phone across the room, to run away and never look back. Another part yearned to call Jake, to hear his voice assuring her that everything would be okay. But would it? Could it ever be? Mia's emotions had always been like this, a tempest barely contained within her skin. Joy wasn't just happiness. It was euphoria that made her feel invincible. Sadness wasn't just feeling down. It was a black hole threatening to consume her very being. And love? Love was terrifying. It was ecstasy and agony, security and danger, all rolled into one. Jake was her anchor in the storm, but she constantly feared that one day he'd realize she was too heavy and let go. A notification pinged, a photo Jake had posted, just a simple selfie of him smiling at work. To anyone else, it would mean nothing. To Mia, it was everything and nothing all at once. Was he smiling because he was happy without her? Or was he trying to show her he was thinking of her? Maybe he'd met someone else, someone easier to love, someone whole. Mia's fingers flew across the keyboard, deleting her previous message and typing a new one. "You look happy. I'm glad you're having a good day. I miss you." Send. The response was almost immediate. "Thanks, babe. Missing you too. Can't wait to see you tonight. Love you." Relief flooded through Mia, so intense it was almost painful. For now, the storm had passed. She was loved. She was safe. But in the back of her mind, she knew it was only a matter of time before the tides turned again. Her emotions were a force of nature, beautiful, powerful, and sometimes destructive. Learning to navigate them was the journey of a lifetime. Mia took a deep breath, centering herself in the moment. She was trying, learning, growing. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. She was worth it. Tonight, she'd see Jake. They'd talk, laugh, love, and for a while, the world would make sense. It was these moments of clarity, of connection, that made weathering the storms worthwhile. Mia smiled, a small but genuine expression. She couldn't control the tides of her emotions, but she was learning to surf. And sometimes, just sometimes, she caught a wave that made her feel like she could soar. Welcome to the third episode in our 5-part series on cluster B personality disorders and misconceptions. Today, we're diving deep into a complex and often misunderstood condition, borderline personality disorder. To reduce stigma and focus on the core aspects of this disorder, we'll be using the alternative name emotional intensity disorder, or ED, throughout our discussion. It's crucial to understand that EID is characterized by a pervasive pattern of instability in interpersonal relationships, self-image, and emotions. Individuals with EID often experience intense and volatile emotions, fear of abandonment, and may engage in impulsive behaviors. This disorder goes beyond typical mood swings or relationship difficulties. It's a clinically recognized condition that causes persistent challenges in multiple areas of life. Before we delve into the misconceptions, let's discuss the prevalence of EID. Studies suggest that EID affects approximately 1.6% of the general population, with some estimates ranging up to 5.9%, Skotal et al., 2019. In clinical settings, the prevalence is much higher, with estimates ranging from 10% to 20% of psychiatric outpatients, Gunderson, 2009. It's worth noting that while EID is diagnosed more frequently in women, with a ratio of about 3.1, this gender disparity may be due to diagnostic biases and societal factors rather than a true difference in prevalence, Skotal and Bender, 2003. Throughout this podcast, when we use EID or discuss individuals with emotional intensity, we're referring specifically to those who meet the clinical criteria for what's formally known as borderline personality disorder. Our goal is to foster understanding and dispel misconceptions about this complex disorder, The diagnosis of EID is based on a specific set of criteria as outlined in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, DSM-5. To be diagnosed with EID, an individual must exhibit a pervasive pattern of instability in interpersonal relationships, self-image, and emotions, as well as marked impulsivity. This pattern begins by early adulthood and is present in various contexts. At least 5 of the following criteria must be met. 1. Frantic efforts to avoid real or imagined abandonment. Example, constantly calling or texting a partner or threatening self-harm if they leave. 2. A pattern of unstable and intense interpersonal relationships. Example, alternating between idealizing and devaluing friends or romantic partners. 3. Identity disturbance. Markedly and persistently unstable self-image or sense of self. Example, frequently changing career goals, values, or sexual identity. 4. Impulsivity in at least 2 areas that are potentially self-damaging. Example, engaging in reckless spending, substance abuse, or unsafe sex. 5. Recurrent suicidal behavior, gestures, or threats, or self-mutilating behavior. Example, cutting oneself or making frequent suicide threats during emotional crises. 6. Affective instability due to a marked reactivity of mood. Example, intense episodic dysphoria, irritability, or anxiety, usually lasting a few hours and only rarely more than a few days. 7. Chronic feelings of emptiness. Example, constantly feeling hollow or like there's something missing inside. 8. Inappropriate, intense anger or difficulty controlling anger. Example, frequent displays of temper, constant anger, or recurrent physical fights. 9. Transient, stress-related paranoid ideation or severe dissociative symptoms. Example, feeling detached from oneself or reality during high-stress situations. It's crucial to understand that these traits must be 1. Pervasive, occurring across various situations and contexts. 2. Persistent, stable over time, usually beginning by early adulthood. 3. Problematic, causing significant distress or impairment in social, occupational, or other important areas of functioning, such as the inability to maintain steady, consistent relationships. It's important to stress that only a qualified mental health professional can diagnose EID. The diagnostic process often involves multiple sessions and may include structured interviews, psychological testing, and gathering information from various sources. A thorough assessment is necessary because these traits can sometimes be confused with other conditions or may be temporary responses to specific life situations. Recent research has highlighted the importance of considering developmental and cultural factors in the diagnosis of EID. For instance, some behaviors that might be considered symptoms of EID in Western cultures may be viewed differently in other cultural contexts. Kulkarni, 2017. Additionally, there's growing recognition that EID symptoms can manifest differently across the lifespan, with some symptoms potentially becoming less intense with age. Hallquist et al., 2018. Remember, EID is the term we're using to describe what's clinically known as borderline personality disorder or BPD. So let's dive into the misconceptions surrounding emotional intensity disorder, EID. Misconception 1. EID is just being overly emotional or moody. Reality. EID is a complex disorder involving persistent patterns of unstable relationships, self-image, and emotions that significantly impact daily life. Research shows that individuals with EID experience emotions more intensely and have difficulty regulating them. Linehan and others, 2007. Misconception 2. People with EID are manipulative and attention-seeking. Reality. Their behaviors often stem from intense emotional pain and fear of abandonment, not a desire to manipulate. These actions are typically desperate attempts to manage overwhelming emotions or avoid perceived abandonment. Gunderson, 2011. Misconception 3. EID is untreatable or can't improve without medication. Reality. While challenging, treatments like Dialectical Behavior Therapy, DBT, can be very effective in managing symptoms. Studies show that DBT significantly reduces self-harm behaviors and improves emotional regulation. While medication can help manage some symptoms, psychotherapy is often the primary and most effective treatment for EID. Linehan and others, 2006. Christia and others, 2017. Misconception 4. EID is just a female problem or only affects women. Reality. While more commonly diagnosed in women, EID affects people of all genders. The gender disparity in diagnosis may be due to societal biases and differences in how symptoms are expressed or recognized across genders. EID is likely underdiagnosed in men. Skodal and Bender, 2003. Misconception 5. People with EID are dangerous and violent. Reality. Most individuals with EID are not violent towards others. They're far more likely to harm themselves. Self-harm and suicidal behaviors are common symptoms, but these are typically directed inward rather than at others. Zanarini and others, 2008. Misconception 6. EID is caused by bad parenting. Reality. While environmental factors play a role, EID is believed to result from a complex interaction of genetic, neurobiological, and environmental factors. Research suggests that both genetic predisposition and childhood experiences contribute to the development of EID. Crowell and others, 2009. Misconception 7. People with EID can't ever maintain stable or successful relationships. Reality. With ongoing commitment to treatment and support, many individuals with EID can learn to form and maintain healthier relationships, including romantic ones. Success often depends on both partners' willingness to communicate openly and work on the relationship. Longitudinal studies have shown that relationship stability can improve over time with appropriate treatment. Zanarini and others, 2015. Bouchard and others, 2009. Misconception 8. EID is just a more intense version of bipolar disorder. Reality. While there can be some symptom overlap, EID and bipolar disorder are distinct conditions with different underlying causes and treatments. EID is characterized by persistent patterns of emotional instability and impulsivity, while bipolar disorder involves distinct episodes of mania and depression. Paris and Black, 2015. Misconception 9. People with EID are always in crisis. Reality. While individuals with EID may experience frequent emotional upheavals, they also have periods of stability. The intensity and frequency of crises often decrease with effective treatment, and as individuals learn better coping strategies. Zanarini and others, 2010. Misconception 10. EID is a character flaw or a choice. Reality. EID is a recognized mental health condition, not a personal failing or decision. Neuroimaging studies have shown differences in brain structure and function in individuals with EID, supporting its biological basis. Schulze and others, 2016. Misconception 11. People with EID can't hold down jobs or be successful. Reality. Many individuals with EID are high-functioning and successful in their careers. While EID can present challenges in the workplace, many people with this condition excel in various professions. Research suggests that some traits associated with EID, such as creativity and intensity, can be assets in certain career paths. Elliott and others, 2014. Misconception 12. People with EID can't experience or maintain positive emotions. Reality. Individuals with EID can experience a full range of emotions, including positive ones. While emotional instability is a hallmark of the disorder, many people with EID report intense positive emotions and periods of joy. The challenge often lies in emotional regulation, rather than an inability to feel positive emotions. Ebner-Premer and others, 2007. Misconception 13. People with EID are always aware of their condition or are never self-aware about their condition. Reality. Levels of self-awareness can vary greatly among individuals with EID. Many may not recognize their symptoms or may be misdiagnosed for years. The complex nature of EID and the overlap with other mental health conditions can make self-awareness and diagnosis challenging. Some may struggle with recognizing their own patterns of behavior or the impact of their actions on others. Zimmerman and others, 2008. Semerari and others, 2015. Misconception 14. EID is just extreme neediness. Reality. While fear of abandonment is a symptom, EID involves a complex set of symptoms beyond neediness. It includes issues with identity, emotion regulation, and impulsivity. The fear of abandonment is often rooted in a deep sense of emotional pain and instability. Gunderson, 2011. Misconception 15. People with EID can't experience real love. Reality. Individuals with EID are capable of experiencing intense, deeply real love. However, their fear of abandonment often leads to a complex push-pull dynamic in relationships. With therapy and support, many can learn to manage these fears and develop healthier patterns of expressing love and maintaining relationships. Bouchard and others, 2009. Misconception 16. EID is a life sentence of suffering, instability, and unhappiness. Reality. With a lifelong commitment to proper treatment and support, many individuals with EID experience significant symptom reduction and vastly improved quality of life. Long-term studies have shown that a substantial proportion of individuals with EID achieve remission and improved quality of life. Symptoms often decrease in intensity over time, especially with appropriate treatment. Zannarini and others, 2012. Zannarini and others, 2018. Misconception 17. People with EID are impossible to be friends with. Reality. While friendships with individuals with EID can be challenging, many people with EID maintain meaningful and lasting friendships. These relationships often thrive when there's mutual understanding, the person with the disorder is active in therapy, has insight, and is committed to lifelong maintenance and change, and there are clearly established boundaries. Research suggests that social support is crucial for recovery in EID. Lazarus and others, 2014. Misconception 18. EID is just a trendy diagnosis. Reality. EID, BPD, has been recognized in psychology for decades and is a well-established diagnosis. It was first included in the DSM in 1980 and has been the subject of extensive research and clinical attention since then. Gunderson, 2009. Misconception 19. People with EID are always suicidal. Reality. While suicidal thoughts or behaviors can be a symptom, not all individuals with EID experience them constantly or even at all. The risk of suicide is higher in EID compared to the general population, but with proper treatment, this risk can be significantly reduced. Paris, 2019. Misconception 20. EID is the same as having multiple personalities. Reality. EID is entirely distinct from dissociative identity disorder, DID, formerly known as multiple personality disorder. While individuals with EID may experience identity disturbance and rapid mood shifts, they do not have distinct alternate personalities as seen in DID. Lattice and others, 2017. Misconception 21. People with EID can't be good parents. Reality. With a commitment to proper treatment and support, many individuals with EID can be loving and effective parents. While parenting with EID presents unique challenges, research shows that with appropriate interventions, individuals with EID can develop positive parenting skills and maintain healthy relationships with their children. Stepp and others, 2012. Misconception 22. EID is caused by trauma. Reality. While trauma can be a contributing factor, not all individuals with EID have experienced trauma, and not all trauma survivors develop EID. The etiology of EID is complex, involving a combination of genetic, neurobiological, and environmental factors. Ahmed and others, 2014. Misconception 23. People with EID are always promiscuous. Reality. While impulsive sexual behavior can be a symptom for some, it's not universal, and many maintain monogamous relationships. Sexual behavior in EID is complex and can vary widely between individuals. Sansone and Sansone, 2011. Misconception 24. EID is just an excuse for bad behavior. Reality. It's a legitimate mental health condition that explains but doesn't excuse certain behaviors. Understanding EID can help in developing appropriate treatment strategies and coping mechanisms. Gunderson and Hoffman, 2005. Misconception 25. People with EID can't feel empathy. Reality. Many individuals with EID are capable of intense empathy, often described as hyperempathy. However, their ability to express and manage this empathy can be inconsistent due to their emotional dysregulation. Research suggests that individuals with EID may actually have heightened sensitivity to others' emotional states. Dinsdale and Crespi, 2013. Misconception 26. EID is easily diagnosed. Reality. Diagnosis can be very complex and often requires extended observation and assessment by mental health professionals. EID symptoms can overlap with other disorders, making accurate diagnosis challenging. Zimmerman and others, 2013. Misconception 27. People with EID are always angry. Reality. While anger can be a symptom, individuals with EID experience a wide range of emotions, including joy and sadness. The emotional experience in EID is characterized by intensity and rapid shifts rather than a constant state of any single emotion. Koenigsberg and others, 2002. Misconception 28. EID is just extreme codependency. Reality. While fear of abandonment is a symptom, EID involves a broader range of symptoms beyond relationship dependency. The interpersonal difficulties in EID are more complex than simple codependency. Binet and others, 2019. Misconception 29. EEID is solely a Western or modern phenomenon. Reality. While diagnostic criteria and prevalence rates may vary, EID-like symptoms have been observed across different cultures and throughout history. The expression of symptoms may be influenced by cultural factors, but the core features of the disorder appear to be universal. Millen and Grossman, 2007. Misconception 30. EID is contagious in relationships. Reality. Mental health conditions aren't contagious, though being in a relationship with someone with EID can be emotionally challenging. Partners may experience stress, but they do not catch the disorder. However, they may benefit from their own support and therapy. Bouchard and Sabourin, 2009. Misconception 31. People with EID are incapable of stability or change. Reality. With a commitment to proper treatment and support, many individuals with EID can achieve significant periods of stability and make positive changes in their lives. Research shows that symptom remission and recovery are possible for many individuals with EID, especially with long-term treatment. Longitudinal studies have shown that symptoms often decrease over time, especially with appropriate interventions. Zannarini and others, 2012. Zannarini and others, 2018. But remember, they have to want to change. No amount of love or support you give will change them. They must change themselves. Misconception 32. EID is just a more intense form of depression. Reality. While depression can co-occur with EID, they are distinct conditions with different symptoms and treatments. EID involves a broader range of symptoms, including unstable self-image and relationships, which are not characteristic of depression alone. Gunderson and others, 2018. Misconception 33. People with EID can't handle stress at all. Reality. While stress can exacerbate symptoms, many individuals with EID learn effective stress management techniques through therapy. Dialectical Behavior Therapy, DBT, specifically teaches skills for distress tolerance and emotion regulation. Linehan, 2014. Misconception 34. EID is caused by social media or modern society. Reality. EID has been recognized long before the advent of social media and exists across various cultures. While modern societal factors may influence how symptoms manifest, they are not the root cause of the disorder. Paris, 2018. Misconception 35. People with EID are always clingy in relationships. Reality. Relationship styles can vary. Some might be clingy, while others might be avoidant or switch between the two. This variability is often related to attachment styles and fear of abandonment. Binet and others, 2017. Misconception 36. EID is just a phase that people grow out of. Reality. While symptoms can lessen with age and treatment, EID is typically a long-term condition requiring ongoing management. However, research shows that many individuals experience significant improvement over time. Alvarez-Tomas and others, 2019. Misconception 37. People with EID lack creativity or artistic ability. Reality. Many individuals with EID are highly creative and may channel their intense emotions into various forms of artistic expression. Some research suggests that there might be a link between EID traits and enhanced creativity in certain domains. Furnham and others, 2013. Misconception 38. EID is the same as being highly sensitive. Reality. While emotional sensitivity is a component of EID, the disorder involves a broader range of symptoms and difficulties. High sensitivity alone does not constitute EID, Sauer, Zavala, and Barlow, 2014. Misconception 39. People with EID can't benefit from mindfulness practices. Reality. Mindfulness-based interventions have shown promising results for individuals with EID. Mindfulness skills are often incorporated into treatments like Dialectical Behavior Therapy, DBT, and can help individuals manage emotional reactivity and improve distress tolerance, Kang and Tan, 2017. Misconception 40. EID only affects personal relationships. Reality. EID can impact various aspects of life beyond just personal relationships, including work, education, and self-perception. The pervasive nature of EID symptoms can influence many areas of functioning, Javaras and others, 2017. Misconception 41. EID always develops in childhood or adolescence. Reality. While EID often emerges in adolescence or early adulthood, it can also develop later in life. Some individuals may not meet full diagnostic criteria until well into adulthood, and stressful life events can trigger the onset of symptoms at various life stages, Zanarini and others, 2006. Misconception 42. EID is just an adult version of ADHD. Reality. While there can be some symptom overlap, EID and ADHD are distinct conditions with different underlying causes. Some individuals may have both conditions, but they require different treatment approaches, Matthijs and Philipson, 2014. Misconception 43. People with EID are always dramatic or theatrical. Reality. While emotional intensity is a symptom, not all individuals with EID express their emotions in dramatic ways. The expression of emotions can vary greatly among individuals with EID, Sauer, Zavala, and Barlow, 2014. Misconception 44. EID is caused by chemical imbalance in the brain. Reality. The causes of EID are complex and likely involve a combination of biological, psychological, and environmental factors. Neuroimaging studies have shown differences in brain structure and function in individuals with EID, but it's not as simple as a chemical imbalance. Schulze and others, 2016. Misconception 45. People with EID can't handle criticism at all. Reality. While criticism can be challenging, many individuals with EID learn to handle feedback constructively through therapy. Dialectical Behavior Therapy, DBT, specifically addresses interpersonal effectiveness, including how to receive feedback. Linehan, 2014. Misconception 46. EID is just extreme perfectionism. Reality. While some individuals with EID may display perfectionist tendencies, it's not a defining characteristic of the disorder. EID involves a broader range of symptoms related to emotion regulation, interpersonal relationships, and self-image. Limburg and others, 2017. Misconception 47. People with EID are always impulsive. Reality. While impulsivity can be a symptom, not all individuals with EID struggle with impulse control in all areas of their lives. The degree and manifestation of impulsivity can vary widely among individuals with EID, Chapman and others, 2008. Misconception 48. EID is the same as having a difficult personality. Reality. EID is a specific mental health condition, not simply a personality type or temperament. It involves persistent patterns of behavior that significantly impact an individual's life and relationships. Gunderson and others, 2018. Misconception 49. People with EID can't benefit from traditional talk therapy. Reality. While specialized therapies like DBT are often recommended, many individuals with EID also benefit from other forms of psychotherapy. The effectiveness of treatment often depends on the individual's specific needs and the therapist's approach. Christea and others, 2017. Misconception 50. EID is always obvious to others in social situations. Reality. The manifestation of EID can vary greatly between individuals and situations. Some people with EID may be quite adept at masking their symptoms in certain social contexts, particularly in professional settings. This high-functioning presentation can sometimes delay diagnosis and treatment, Sansone and Sansone, 2012. And that concludes our exploration of the 50 misconceptions about emotional intensity disorder, which is the term we've been using for borderline personality disorder. We hope this information has helped to shed light on the complexities of this condition and dispel some common myths. It's crucial to remember that EID is a complex mental health condition that affects individuals in diverse ways. While the symptoms can be challenging, with proper diagnosis, treatment, and support, many people with EID can lead fulfilling lives and maintain meaningful relationships. Throughout this episode, we've emphasized several key points. 1. What we've called EID is a legitimate mental health condition, not a character flaw or a choice. 2. The causes of EID are complex, involving biological, psychological, and environmental factors. 3. While challenging, EID is treatable, and many individuals experience significant improvement with appropriate interventions. 4. People with EID are capable of forming stable relationships, succeeding in careers, and leading fulfilling lives, especially with proper support and treatment. 5. The experiences of individuals with EID can vary widely, and it's important to avoid generalizations or stereotypes. We want to emphasize that if you or someone you know is struggling with symptoms similar to those we've discussed, it's important to seek help from a qualified mental health professional. Only they can provide an accurate diagnosis and appropriate treatment plan. Our journey through the cluster B personality disorders doesn't end here. In our next episode, we'll be exploring misconceptions surrounding what we've termed dramatic attention-seeking disorder, which is clinically known as histrionic personality disorder. We'll unpack the myths and realities of this often misunderstood condition. Remember, our goal throughout this series is to promote understanding, reduce stigma, and encourage empathy for those dealing with these complex disorders. By educating ourselves and others, we can create a more supportive and inclusive society for everyone, regardless of their mental health challenges. Thank you for joining us for this episode. We encourage you to reflect on what you've learned and how it might change your perceptions or interactions with individuals who may be dealing with EID. Until next time, stay curious, compassionate, and open-minded.